Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 200cc post-Nintendo Direct stream. We have a lot to talk about. Nintendo just had their Nintendo Direct, and I'm joined by my good pal RidersDX to talk about the Nintendo Direct. I'm also doing a full-on review with my good friend Aquatwist, so that is coming tomorrow. And yeah, I'm sure you guys have a lot to say. There's probably a lot to say about a Looney Tunes game. And yeah, let's begin.
I was just saying here that, like, it's funny that you're playing this game tonight because I guarantee you in 10 years you'll still be playing this game on stream.
Don't remind me. So this stream is called... There's going to be a difference than most usual Mario Kart streams. We're doing 200cc now. We got to go fast here. It is called the Roy Koopa Experience, and you know the rules. No teams, no coin or blooper, because the blooper makes the pretty tracks all ugly. All vehicles, so if you want to use a cart or bike, you're more than welcome to do so, or an ATV. In Greece they call them ruronia, because they look like pigs for some reason. No smart steering, we don't allow cheaters here, so if you use smart steering, you are a cheater. No limit. We're going to shuffle every fourth match because every day I'm shuffling. Any rating?
No.
Open
absolutely
everyone.
not.
What was that?
You insult my music taste and you go in and just quote that.
You hate LMFAO?
I don't hate LMFAO, but like they should be left alone in the 2010s.
They're not even making anything anymore. Though I'll admit I do listen to their tracks still.
Let's see. So many good choices that came out around that time, like Katy Perry and California Girls, to Rihanna's SMN, Lady Gaga's Bad Romance.
Oh, that last one. Not the Lady Gaga one.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, come on.
That's not the Lady Gaga one.
I know. Smart steering is
Anyway.
for the nerds. Oh, if you ignore the smart steering, then it's amazing. Yesterday,
What is smart steering? Is that just like AI steering or something?
it's like bumper cars where you can't fall off.
That sounds useful.
It's good if you're a cheater. It's like bumpers when you're
Cheater?
bowling.
It seems like it's an official Nintendo feature here, so...
Koops is the best Paper Mario character. I think that... Story-wise, Admiral Bobbery. Design and gameplay-wise, Yoshi Kid.
Maybe adorability-wise, he's kind of a doofus.
Ooh, Baby Yoshi or Bobbery?
Well, I was gonna say Koops.
He is kind of a doofus. Yesterday, Nintendo felt like reviving a Mario and Luigi from the dead, and it was beautiful. Yes, it was. It was...
That was crazy. You know, I don't know if you remember this, but I remember like messaging you that it's like, if they announce a Mario and Luigi collection, I'll eat my hat. So, like, because I thought a collection would be like out of this world. I thought a new game was just like, what? Why
I
would
thought it
you
was
even
out of the
predict
question,
that?
considering what happened to Alpha
Yeah.
Dream, but the good news is, it is still coming. I'm just wondering who's developing it. That's my question.
I bet you it's Sonic Team.
Hey, you know what? Sega has actually developed Nintendo games before. F-Zero
And,
GX
like,
is one of the best racing games of all time.
When everyone reviews it as a 10 out of 10 and you find out that the same people made Sonic 06, then what?
Then we'll eat words. Like the stream, guys. Hello from Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick, thank you for the donation. I will be playing... Or actually, I can switch my character. So I'll play as Luigi because of your donation. So thank you. But yeah, I'm just wondering who's making it. That's my main question.
Yeah, I wonder why Nintendo's so secretive about that.
They've been
Like,
super
it's-
secretive about that since last year.
Well, I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic to me. Honestly, like, I know it's not Paper Mario, but it it just looks like something I would enjoy as a Paper Mario fan. So,
Oh,
looking
Mario and
forward to
Luigi
it.
go hand in hand. And Paper Mario. If you're a
Yeah,
fan of
I've
Paper Mario,
never-
you'd probably like Mario and Luigi.
I've never gotten into the series before. I just never had the chance. But now I sort of have to. I might skip Paper Jam, though. A lot of people told me to do that.
Ugh. Yeah, you could skip Paper Jam. That never
which
happened.
which is sad. I'm like, well, that should have been great.
It should have. You need to apologize. I was playing Angry Birds about to kill the last pig with my last bird and the notification distracted me and I lost. Sorry, J-Plays.
But thank you for having your notifications turned on.
Keep the notifications on, ring that bell, and play Mario Kart.
Smash that like button.
Ring that bell, smash that like button.
Kiss
For
the
more.
subscribe button with tongue.
I will say though, despite it causing Alpha Dream to go bankrupt, the remake of Bowser's Inside Story is my favorite way to go about it.
So you recommend I would play that over the original?
I would play the remakes over the original, though I know a lot of people who just prefer the pixel art of the original games.
Interesting. Alright.
Kevin's voice acting, I feel like his acting in Wonder was great. The only time it was ever really spotty for Mario was when he said, "Oh yeah, Mario time!" in the Mario Day thing. But other than that, it's been alright! But for Wario, on the other hand, that needs work. But with Super Mario Party Jamboree, we're actually gonna hear the first new Waluigi voice.
I'm very curious as to what that's gonna sound like.
Could you imagine if they just changed Waluigi's voice entirely, and instead of having the voice where it's like, "Wah, Waluigi, wah," he has a very deep, raspy voice. He's like, "Hey guys, it's Waluigi. Alright, time to party."
That sounds like what Family Guy would give him as a voice.
What, they just change his character and he have like a voice that's like...
Actually, that just sounds like adult Boots, honestly.
It does! It does! Have
That's
you ever been on the box art of a Mario Party game? I have. Me too! Woo! They could reuse voice
I think
clips.
we're going to... But have they done that for other games yet? I mean, I
Only
guess they did for
remakes.
Thousand Year Door, technically.
Only the remakes. They reused them
Yeah,
for
so I don't
Bowser
know.
with Scott Burns. It's all about the Koopalings today.
Oh, those are the guys from Paper Mario Color Splash.
Shows how cultured you are, where that's where you'll know the Koopalings from.
Yeah, that was my first introduction to the Koopalings.
Guys, I bet you can guess what my first introduction to the Koopalings was. It's actually really easy to guess. You know, I do kind of miss the Koopalings.
They haven't been in another game since?
Actually,
I thought they were.
I think it was a
I don't
remake of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story that included them. But they haven't really been in anything.
I really don't see a reason for that, to be honest.
Well,
Like,
because
what
a
could
lot
they
of
add to
people...
any other game?
A lot of people, including myself, just thought they were oversaturated. Think of it like the Green Hill Zone boss equivalent.
Now, Green Hill Zone, that's the most iconic first level of all time, so let's not say anything we'll regret.
You know what? It's such a good first level that if it wasn't for that first level, Sonic would be about as relevant as Awesome Possum.
I will say that actually is kind of true, because if you look at the rest of the levels in the first game, then it's easier to see why.
First, that just shows that first
The
impressions
dopamine
are
crash
everything.
from Green Hill Zone to Marble Garden Zone is real.
You know, I used to think that in Marble Garden Zone, you know the statues that they have? I used to think that
Yes.
the portrait on them was Mario, but then I realized that it was lions.
So you're just delusional.
Yeah, I'm delusional. But at the same time, Alex Kidd was gonna have a boss called Mario, which was like, he looked like Mario, but was a king.
Alex Kidd is such an interesting figure to me. He really is just like a weirder looking Mario.
And then there's that whole rock, paper, scissors, Rochambeau mechanic.
What do you mean Marble Garden Sonic 3? That's not what the level's called in Sonic 1? This
It's
shows how
Marble
much
Zone.
Marble Zone. Okay, whatever.
This man is mostly a fan of the 3D Sonic games.
Yeah. I know I can't really name all the levels in Sonic 1, but ask me to name all the levels in Sonic 06. I can do that.
It was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It was that game. That was my first introduction to the Koopalings. We're going to Canada with this one, guys, because that is 100%. Let's play as Toad because he be repping Canada with the red and white.
Oh, they have actual tracks dedicated to countries here?
Yeah, including Greece.
This really shows how often I've played this game.
Blame Canada. You know, I switched up the mug that I was using, and I have this Canada mug that I've been consistently using. It was a Metroid Dread one before. So you can thank Canada for Metroid Prime 4.
Absolutely. Ah, yes, the track that is 100% factually invalid. Is that a reference to something?
Oh, it is. Let's see if anyone in the chat remembers what... Do you guys know the origin of the invalid thing?
At first, I was just gonna say Bubble Bass. It just seems like something Bubble Bass would say. This Krabby Patty has no pickles. Yes, it does. Invalid.
It does seem like something you would say.
Did you see the episode where they like had Bubble Bass parody the Nostalgia Critic or something?
I did.
Was that a good episode or?
I don't watch modern SpongeBob. I just saw the clips.
Oh, okay.
So essentially what happened is, there was a YouTuber who made a response to Tricky Nick and I talking about Mario Strikers, and he filmed himself in front of a game store in Canada, and it was literally this. Alright, just went down to Microplay to get a game that is well completed. This game is well worth it, and Nintendo has put in a lot of love, charm, and passion, and anyone who says otherwise is invalid, and this game is 100% factually hit. So Tricky Nick made a cameo in the Mario Strikers review that I did, and it's just become a joke since then. Whenever I went to Canada to celebrate graduating college, and I couldn't help but think about the whole thing when I was there, and Reese has that problem too, where he'll think about the whole microplay invalid when he's in Canada. We need to go to Canada sometime.
I'm going to Canada in July.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
If I'm not able to go, you better bring me back some ketchup
another
Lay's.
donation. Justice for Tomodachi Life. I feel like that's been getting a lot more popular on Twitter.
Oh,
like, I see more
Tomodachi
and more
Life.
posts.
Every direct, people want to see it. Like, you know, there is a little bit of debate I have as to whether this direct or the June direct last year was better, but
Yeah.
if it had Tomodachi Life, it would be factually the best Nintendo direct.
I mean, yeah, why not? I can't. I feel like that wouldn't be a very difficult game to like even remake.
I mean, it's a 3DS game, and it has a Mii's.
It really wouldn't be that difficult.
Damn, Petey Piranha is huge.
P Piranha is thick.
He is. Mario and Luigi is back, and it's so great. I've always preferred it over Paper Mario. Actually, you know what? I will say...
Fighting words. But I can't say yet. I never actually played
I'm going
Mario
to do
Luigi,
a poll asking you guys which you prefer.
Oh, this might make me very upset.
I'd say Mario and Luigi overall, but when the Paper Mario games are good,
Oof,
they are
hit so
ridiculously
hard.
good. But also, the Mario and Luigi games are ridiculously good, too. I guess, factually, Mario and Luigi's 100% factually hit, but If I had to choose a favorite, I would probably say that it would go... this is a hard question, because Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games of all time.
It just takes one game to make it your whole life.
Yet again, Mario and Luigi has more better games than Paper Mario. Maybe I should have done the poll where it's, what is your favorite Mario RPG series? Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, or Mario and Rabbids?
I wonder if this Super Mario RPG game will turn into a series. That's an interesting question.
I don't really think so. I feel like the de facto Mario RPGs are going to be Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario.
It just seems like that's the one that would be like the most like, oh, this is definitely a Mario game with RPG elements, you know?
Mario and Luigi has a very different tone to it compared to Paper
Yeah.
Mario. Paper Mario has a lot more serious moments where Mario and Luigi is a bit more silly. Paper Mario still has them, but if you play the games, they just have like a general different feel.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell.
And also, it's focused on like kinetic combat with Mario and Luigi. Like a lot of the special moves you'll be doing, you're doing it synchronized. But both series are great. Except for Paper Jam. And except for Sticker Star. And to an extent Color Splash. Though, you know what? I'm willing to give that one a chance.
I like Color Splash.
Would you say you like it more than Super Paper Mario?
Yes. That's all I'll say about that.
You're gonna go to hell.
I really think Color Splash gets underappreciated, but no. I enjoyed it. I played that game full on twice at this point, and I enjoyed it both times. In fact, I think I enjoyed it more the second time.
Like I said, I do think that I'm willing to give it another chance. But, I don't know. I'm a little intimidated.
I'm gonna turn into a Goomba? I wouldn't wish that on my greatest enemy. Imagine being a pathetic creature that gets killed with a simple jump hop.
Hey, at least Rex from Super Mario World can take 2 hits.
At least in Paper Mario, they have health bars. Demeech, what's your favorite dog breed? Do you have one?
I think with dogs, it's just like, whichever ones are the nicest. Doesn't matter if it's a mutt or a Maltese, a Maltipoo. I do think that pit bulls are pretty dangerous to have. But they're animals. Nothing against them, they just have irresponsible owners.
I need a corgi now.
I couldn't imagine you with a pit bull.
I really want like a whiny dog. A dog that'll just bark because it wants anything.
I think a Chihuahua would be a good choice. But yet again, I do prefer cats over dogs.
I'm shocked we didn't get more Epic Mickey info in the Direct. Well, you know, it is confirmed that Epic Mickey is actually going to be showing up at Gamescom, which is at the end of August. So I think they're trying to pace themselves and not show off too much, because it seems like the game's not coming out till fall at this point.
You think it'll be at PAX West?
I don't think so, because it's a pretty tight timetable between Gamescom, which is in Germany, and PAX West. And they always choose Gamescom over PAX, so I don't see it happening.
I'm really hoping Nintendo has something to show at PAX West, because the PAX East panel they did was... You were there for it. I told the rep that this is not a good thing.
Well, you know, now they have all these games coming out this year.
Imagine if at PAX West we're actually able to play Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Oh my god, I would be there every day.
Or even Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
I don't care about that one.
Come on, it's really cool. It's the first Zelda game.
It looks cool, don't
Zelda's
get me wrong,
Adventure
but it's
on
like,
the
I
CDI.
have absolutely... I just don't have any interest in the top-down genre.
Actually, I do feel like... Does anyone else feel like Zelda has lost its dignity with mechanics like, I don't know, the Triceptor, where you can craft things like tables and use them to solve a puzzle? Like, it just seems like it's done for the memes and nothing else, or... Nah.
I don't know if I feel that, but I am not deep enough in Zelda lore to really comment on that.
Mario and Luigi's at 60, and Paper Mario's at 40.
Now, we do have to take into account recency bias, so people are really hyped about Mario and Luigi because of the recent announcement.
Yeah, but yet again, we had a recent Paper Mario game. Info on new
But-
Mario and Luigi says that Peach and Bowser are going to be... Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. If they're helping out the Mario Brothers, that's awesome. I'm so glad that the Damsel in Distress plot's gone, and especially for a Mario and Luigi game. Yeah, we're definitely going to do Waluigi Pinball over London.
Girl bossery. We love girl bossery.
What was the girl bossery?
What's the girl bossery?
Yeah.
Peach not needing any help. Not being a damsel in distress.
Oh, I don't care about that. I just think it's a lazy plot device.
I always thought Peach would make a good bad bitch.
Well, in Mario Odyssey, you definitely see that. Oh, wow! Pre-orders for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD are being cancelled.
Well. They're like, Nintendo's like, people actually want this?
You probably can see that Nintendo wasn't very confident about it.
Considering what it looks like, I can't blame them.
I feel the same way about Luigi's, or not Luigi's, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Yeah, I don't really see... it just seems like another filler title to get them up to the Switch successor.
Well, it makes sense, but at the same time, like, it's a game that's going to be 25 years old. Not 25, 15, like almost 15 when it's released. Put in some effort to make it look on par with Tropical Freeze. Like, damn, that's all I ask for. I was kind of joking about the Zelda thing with the dignity.
Oh, snap, drama? What drama?
RidersDX and I have a lot of drama.
I don't get into fights with anyone. It's just Dimitri yelling at the wall.
Yeah, that's the schizophrenia kicking in.
J to the P Morano says, Dimitri, I actually like that Donkey Kong Returns is back, even in HD. It has 3DS content and no waggle controls. I mean, yeah,
Here's
that's
the
a positive.
problem I have. If these HD remasters were just priced accordingly, like at 30 or 40 bucks, no problem. But they're always 60 bucks. If I wasn't a YouTuber that reviewed games, like as part of my job, and I want... You know what? I want to be the one, instead of you guys, playing the games just to see how they are, so you don't have to get them if you don't want to. Because being a YouTuber, what you can do is if you review a game and you don't like it, then you can persuade other people not to get it. And there, Nintendo is at a loss, and they'll learn better, hopefully, for the next game. But problem is the price, and why does it take so long to get these games? Why was it a year for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD? Why is it January for this one? I don't understand it.
Well, you know, I heard these games are ready, like, well before the release date. So they're just spacing out the releases from what it looks like. Which I'm like, is strategically smart. But I'm like, you have all this extra time, why not just, like, you know, do something good for the consumer and make them, like, better games, you know?
Exactly. Might as well
Or if
play
you're not
steady
going
mode.
to do that, then like price it accordingly.
It's so weird. Just the whole thing with the... Like, you do not... I don't understand it. Why does Nintendo charge the same amount for something like Super Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door to these minimal effort HD remasters?
Well, they can't get away with charging the Thousand Year Door for like $80, for instance. No one will buy that.
They couldn't, but they could have just
people
ported
see the
it
price
over.
of like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD like being $60, and they're like, oh, I guess that's a typical retail price. But if you actually like stood and thought about it, it's like, well, this is a shoddy port of a 3DS game, so. Why do they charge the same amount? Mr. Krabs has entered the chat. $500 for a Krabby Patty?
But yeah, but that has cheese, Squidward. With cheese.
You know, something that I thought was a really good price was Valve Bikini Bottom Rehydrate. They priced that for $30, which I'm like, I honestly think they could have gotten away with doing like $10 more because it was a full-on remake.
Yeah, but that was pretty flawed. I will say, Pac-Man World Repack being $30 or Katamari Damashi reroll and We Love Katamari reroll, some of the best $30 I've ever spent.
I'm so sad Pauline isn't in a new Mario Party game. I think she still might be. I can't imagine they review all the characters like right away.
How are you feeling about Super Mario Party Jamboree?
I really have no thoughts about it.
Oh, you're
It
not
looks
into
cool.
Mario Part? This man plays Sonic Shuffle.
No, I don't play Sonic Shuffle. I play Party Mode on Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Of course.
That's actually a pretty good party mode.
I would honestly
I
rather
will-
play Mario Party 10 than play that.
I will live and die by that. That's a good party mode. It should have been its own game, honestly.
This is one of my least favorite tracks in the game. Not because it's horrible or anything, but it's just like kind of lame. Like, why are there like green and yellow roads on an ice track? It's kind of weird.
Reminds me of Canada.
There's a lot more Canadian track in this game. It does a little bit.
I don't know why it does. It just does.
Snowy,
In Canada
cold.
Why is it called Jamboree? What does that word even mean?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually looked it up today. A jamboree is a big party or event.
It sounds like an Italian dish or something. Like ratatouille. Oh wait, no, that's a French dish.
Helga from Hey Arnold is in the game. Repower starred? What's that?
Are you talking about Nickelodeon kart racers?
I think...
I think
Oh,
Helga
it's-
is Nickelodeon kart racers.
I don't get it.
I think they wanted to play Nickelodeon kart racers instead.
No. I would say that, in your opinion, you're more than entitled to it, but I think that most people would prefer a new game over a remake if it's good.
Super Mario Party, Big Party. Yeah, that would have been a great name.
Yeah, a jamboree is pretty much just a huge party. A jamboree is a huge social gathering or party. A kiki is a party for calming all your nerves. Yeah, so it's pretty much the opposite of a kiki.
Ooh, I love a good Kiki.
I'm surprised I know what a kiki is, but I grew up during that era where there was a song, Let's Have a Kiki. Also, one of my relatives is named Kiki. Well, not a relative, but like, pretty much.
That's kind of unfortunate.
No, Kiki's a good thing.
Because when I think about Kiki, I think about partying and like gossiping.
Oh, gossiping's fun. Actually, no, gossiping is not fun. That's what they used to do when I was working in fast food, where they would just gossip a lot, but I just didn't care.
Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a Kiki right now.
Invite Nathaniel.
I have a feeling he would just not show up.
Send him an invitation and he'll just rip it up.
Ooh, gifted Fuzzy Bee. Hello.
I don't like the way these tracks are designed sometimes for the city tracks. There are just so many arrows, and it's like not natural. I like the, don't get me wrong, I like the inclusion of them because we wouldn't be able to play these tracks otherwise, but yeah, this track kind of sucks. I don't like.
Maybe we should switch to Team Sonic Racing.
How, you know what? Let's settle our differences and play Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Good evening, Jeremiah Stoner. How are you?
That's a good compromise. I really do think that's my favorite kart racer.
Oh, this is... Do you guys want to hear more stories of when I was working in fast food? Because there are so many stories. So,
Ooh.
I already did a poll for Mario and Luigi. So, I'm going to ask you guys. What would you like me to tell first from my fast food experience? The weirdest customer we had? What happened to Karen? Or what it was like working with ex-felons?
You know, I do have to wonder, why do people walk around with an intentionally Karen haircut? I mean, there's this one person that I see at the gym every week, and she's like a 40 or 50-year-old mom, and she has the most Karen hairstyle in the world. But she's actually a pretty sweet person. So I'm like, why would you do that to yourself? Everyone is just going to expect the worst out of you because you literally have the iconic Karen hairstyle. I'm talking about, like, you know, the side bang, the prickly like hair tie on the back of your head, you know, blah blah blah.
Well, the thing is it kind of like wearing just like a white tank top shirt where it looks like, or a white tank top and just like, you know what I'm talking about, like the trailer trash look.
Oh yeah.
You know, I actually wore one and my mom just hated it so much. I said, why? It looks trashy.
How dare she criticize your fashion choices?
Alright. Soy Sauce, good to see ya! It's always nice to see you here. Soy Sauce is a huge fan of the channel, and he has been since 2020, so he is always more than welcome for the streams. But yeah, the highlight of the Nintendo Direct for me, that is a really good question. There were so many good announcements, but I gotta say, Mario and Luigi Brothership. I love the Mario and Luigi games. Just seeing it return after Alpha Dream went defunct was very hype, but also the game looks so good and I love the art style of it. But there was just so many hype announcements. But I was actually lying about Mario and Luigi. The best announcement was basketball on Switch Sports. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Mario and Luigi. Though I will say, actually seeing Metroid Prime 4 for the first time was unreal.
Yeah, that was pretty unreal.
You gotta check out Reese's Brothership reaction.
I'm a little scared to watch it, to be honest.
All I'll say is, if you know
like,
Reese,
I just feel like, I'll watch it and then, like, suddenly, like, my condo will suffer an earthquake.
All I'll say is with Reese, he is known to have the deep voice, but you'll be just shocked to hear his actual reaction.
Oh, I had to mentally prepare myself for it.
I wonder where he is. Oh, nice! I'm so glad you're playing Thousand Year Door. It's always good seeing a new generation playing it, but my favorite chapter, I would say probably Chapter 5. I just love the theming of it. I love Flavio. Just how horrible of a person he is.
He's a clown.
There's one thing with Bobbery, and Flavio has what he needs, but he needs a trade. What a jerk. and all he cares about is singing his song. And oh, someone made a Garfield me. But let's see what fast food story won. Did you see it?
Oh, I have no idea. What do people want?
Weirdest customer. It seems like weirdest customer won that. Okay. So, well, yeah, I'll just tell the story. So we had this guy come in, and he would just come in for every day for a month, and he was saying something along the lines of, "I want a chocolate cone with rainbow sprinkles," and everyone thought he was annoying. And he used to just criticize all the employees, and would just talk about how everyone was stiff. So eventually, though, I just kept dealing with this guy, and what's interesting is he always dressed up like a pirate. His name was Captain Pirate Bill. So he showed up, and he dressed up like a pirate every time he was there. But eventually, we got to know him, and he actually liked me. And he came in one time and said, "All of you are stiff except for Demeech. I want you to go back there and make my cone." And because I worked at the cash register, I wasn't supposed to be making cones. But it wasn't busy, and I thought, okay, if he wants a cone, he's gonna get one. And everyone was mad at me. But then once I said, if there was a customer that only liked you and no one else, wouldn't you do the same? And then they said yes, and then that's where the conversation ended. But of course, Pirate Bill is an interesting customer. Not a bad one. Nice guy. And definitely memorable.
They all just sound like Bubble Bass to me.
But I might as well tell the Karen story. There was this lady who came in, and she ordered food through the drive-thru, and she ordered some shakes. And she was talking about how they were top-heavy, which means that they would have spilled in the car. So we deal with her for a good 20 minutes of her complaining about them being top-heavy and giving us a problem. And then she leaves the restaurant and runs into a telephone pole.
Oh, God.
I don't know if she was hurt or not, but at the same time, it's just like she complained about them being top-heavy, and then once we gave her shakes that weren't top-heavy, she left and ran into a phone pole.
Well, does she like phones?
I don't know. Jeremiah, are you British, by any chance? Me being introverted translated into my reactions. If I see something that excites me, I react in my head. I mean, I'm not introverted, but with Nintendo Direct reactions, it's mostly like that. For me.
I will say, like, with the Nintendo Direct, when I was watching it, my mouth was very noticeably wide open when Mario and Luigi came on screen.
Oh, I was hyped.
Whoa. I was like, what is going on here? I was pretty boring for the rest of the Direct, though. Not that it was a bad Direct, but like everything else was like stuff I was kind of expecting.
Nintendo's gotten a lot more predictable.
Something in the... Even Metroid Prime 4, I was like, at the back of my head, I was like, they gotta say something about this at this point, right?
Yeah, because the Switch is on its way out. They gotta do it at some point. This is probably the second to last Nintendo Direct of the Switch era. Like, come on. They gotta say something.
Mario and Luigi is literally the only thing I feel like in a long time that has like really gagged me. I was like, oh my god, that's actually real. You know? And then I guess the Thousand Year Door too. That one was really surprising to me too.
I'd say Thousand Year Door is the best Paper Mario game. Super had the best story. I could see that. I do think that I kind of agree with RidersDX that the story is a little bit too intense.
Wait, you agree with me on what?
The story in Super Paper Mario is a bit too intense.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, I mean, it's a basically a Romeo and Juliet kind of story, and I mean that's a classic story. Everyone loves that, but I don't know. It felt a little bit too morbid for a Mario game. Just my personal opinion.
I think that Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door has a more fun story.
I mean, it really does tread the line like perfectly fine, you know? It's like, it's mostly lighthearted, but it does have some genuine, like, serious moments in there that you know, they don't overstay their welcome. Like Bobbery's like tragic tale, for instance. It's like they don't spend too much time on it. They just spend like the perfect amount of time. There's a giant toilet in this court.
Yeah, guess you know what's in the toilet?
I don't want to know what's in the toilet.
No, what would be in there?
No, I will not answer that question. I will not dignify that question with.
He's smart. He knew what I was trying to do.
I knew exactly what you're trying to do.
I was gonna get him to say the forbidden word.
Well, you know, I know. Looks like Cartoon Retro Boy really wants you to sing the best day ever, and that's something that I think is a little more tolerable than that word.
Honestly, I do think that Returns HD could look a lot better, but I do. Oh, I love Donkey Kong Country Returns. Funny story. That's actually, or I actually was just thinking about the game, and there's actually a picture of me on my 11th birthday with the game in a SpongeBob shirt. Wow, how much has changed ever since then? I still love the game, and I still love SpongeBob. Well, mostly SpongeBob, but Donkey Kong Country Returns is amazing. But I'm definitely doing a video about that. I did a poll, so you guys can expect me to return to Switch Sports first. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do a rant about the lazy HD remasters Nintendo's been doing. So be on the lookout for that. And I know it's probably going to get a lot of dislikes. The one for Skyward Sword did, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather just share my opinion. And yeah. Demeach versus RidersDX. Roast battle. We gotta do that after the best day ever cover.
Oh, you know, roast alligator sounds really good right now.
Hey, at least you called me an alligator. I'm not a crocodile. Crocodiles are actually endangered, I think. But should we do the best day ever?
Why would we do that?
Mr. Sun came out and he smiled at me. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. It's the best day ever. Best day ever. It's the best day ever. When it comes to SpongeBob songs, you know me. My go-to is "Oh Baby" from To Love a Patty. Your looks are sweeter than honey, from your pickles to your buns. It ain't even funny. Don't worry, Patty. No. I got you.
Oh no, we're not singing that one.
They may call me a fool.
I wear a striped sweater is all the time. One with a collar, turtleneck. That's the party.
Demeach x Uncle Al, the new Empire when? I'd be so down for that.
What's the new Empire?
You guys, Glorb released a new song.
It probably goes like something like, "Yeah, duh, duh, I'm a bad, duh, duh, yeah, it's cool, yeah, yeah, I got, yeah, yeah."
If you said something, it probably goes like, sippin' lean. Mob ties, gangsta. Yeah, that would be more like it.
Energy. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I think it's called 11 Tides.
13 bad words. I'm gonna do them all. Whatever. Ooh, this one has pianos in it.
Oh, you just watched the dinosaur mac and cheese. I'm disturbed. That YouTuber makes some good parodies of commercials, but they're very freaky. That's actually a hopsicotl, RidersDX. Do you know what a hopsicotl is?
Did you say popsicle? I know what popsicles are.
A hopsicotl. It's not a piano. A hopsicotl is during the Baroque period.
Well, I want a popsicle now, so thank you.
You know, I gotta say that, or I'm just trying, or what are they called again? Outshine bars are really good. Low in calories, good dessert. Lemmy is one of my favorite Koopalings, but my favorite's Roy. Fun fact, guys, my name was going to be Roy.
Oh, Cartoon Retro Boy. I got that board game. It's pretty fun, but it's really, really chaotic and doesn't make a lot of sense.
Peace out, soy sauce. Good to see you as always. Nice to have you on the stream, and have a great night.
Sorry.
No, that's the harp. The harp's chords like a piano.
The one that goes like. Dun, dun, dun.
It's kind of I think they use it in Luigi's Mansion.
Ooh, they now sell SpongeBob Pops at supermarkets now with the cursed design. I mean, yes, as they should. Make money off of your mistakes.
I don't think that's gonna work. People would get those because of the good design.
I definitely would get the one with the bad design. It's just history. Luigi's Mansion has an arcade version?
It does. It's actually pretty good. It's like an on-rail shooter.
Oh, now this is a good question. Demeech, have you played Sonic and the Black Knight?
I have not. I heard to avoid it from T&D, but from RidersDX, I'm sure he's going to recommend it.
I actually don't like it either.
Okay, good. I thought there were...
But you know what? It does really good in everything but the gameplay. Great graphics, great soundtrack, one of the best Sonic soundtracks. Great story. What are they doing in the gameplay?
It is themed around Luigi's Mansion too. What are we gonna start calling the game? Because there's 2 HD. I'm guessing we call it Luigi's Mansion 2 now. I got a story about an ice cream truck driver near me.
You know what? The other day I was getting ice cream from Dairy Queen, and I kid you not, an ice cream truck pulled into the parking lot.
Talk about putting a hat on a hat.
They're like, "Hi, I know you're here for Dairy Queen ice cream, but get your ice cream here." And I don't know, he had some pretty good choices. I think he had like the Sonic ice cream.
I didn't even know they still made it, but there was an ice cream truck driver who used to come in my neighborhood. She had spiky hair and was known to have a bandana, and she was also notorious for being a thief. She used to steal from a lot of stores, including grocery stores. And my dad was working at a grocery store and used to tell us about how this lady would come in and steal. And that was the ice cream truck driver. The prices of ice cream trucks have always been insane. They've always been expensive.
It's conveniency.
It's not just conveniency. You also have SpongeBob ice cream. You also have all the other characters, but my grandpa would always talk to my sister and I about it, and he's like, why the hell do you guys want to go the ice cream truck when you can get an entire half gallon for $4? Ah, shows how long ago it was. But, yeah, he was right. And it wasn't even ice cream. It was just popsicles that they would sell. Hello, Emmanuel. How are you tonight? I'm still planning something for Leg Strap Day. I'm hoping that we get basketball in time for Leg Strap Day.
When is that coming out?
July 27th is National Leg Strap Day. Basketball is coming out in the summer.
Doesn't sound like it'll come out anytime soon.
For a second, I thought you were saying ice cream trucks sold cigarettes, and I'm like, what, are you in Greece? Thank you for the donation, Dry Bones Theory. That is very nice of you.
Oh, it's your first ever super ever on a live stream.
That is very kind of you to donate. And I will let you choose the next character I play as. Your grandpa sounds like my dad. I think grandparents usually have a level of common sense. And that just happens when you get older. You have more wisdom.
I was gonna say, you know, now that you have an extra dollar, you can go buy yourself a pack of gum.
Perfect SpongeBob popsicles in an ice cream truck.
Kid has some ice cream.
This is Singapore right here. RidersDX, which countries have you been to?
Canada.
Or just
China.
Canada?
A bunch of Europe ones, but I don't remember which ones.
For me, it has been just US, Canada, Turkey, and Greece.
Oh, you know, I think the next place I want to go to is Bikini Bottom.
Probably near Bikini Atoll.
What?
There's actually a place called Bikini Atoll.
Whoa, I need to go visit there ASAP.
They test nuclear bombs there. I don't think you want to actually go there.
Wow, no wonder Bikini Bottom is so weird.
That's actually a theory.
Road, road, road. Did you? And you know that's not the only time they made that joke. There's also the road song in the TV show. Road, road.
Oh, that's
road,
road.
Road.
Funny, but here I'll show you.
You know what? One day I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna call it the greatest movie ever made, and it will be about the SpongeBob movie.
It was actually confirmed.
Wait, what's confirmed?
The theory.
What did you just send me? What theory?
No, not the theory. That comment.
What comment are you talking about? It's not the one that I think you're talking about, is it?
Give me a subtle hint.
Joe?
Yeah.
I mean, I could think of a couple examples.
No, Joe's comment just made me laugh, but to answer the question, it just depends. Jardiance Lady, yes, obviously. But...
Also, Mrs. Puff?
Oh, Mrs. Puff. Only Glorb Mrs. Puff. But, yeah, Joe the Show. It is, but also not. It just depends. It's called Rainbow Road. It's called a Rainbow Road. Oh, I got distracted. Distracted driving is not good. This isn't.
I had no
Super
idea
Circuit.
so many people loved roads. Y'all must be great drivers, I'm assuming.
That nuke theory. Wow. I don't know if it's actually confirmed. Because it's like, after Hillenburg passed, they could do whatever they want with the series.
Don't worry, Jeremiah.
You guys
At
better
least you'll get
choose
your license.
Athens Dash knowing that this is a Demeach stream.
For anyone that doesn't have your license yet, just know that you'll at least get it before SpongeBob.
Actually, for the Greek flag. No, it's like... It's closer to lighter blue. Blue and white. Ah, I wish I were in Greece right now. Florida is like fucking hell during the summer. Oh, excuse me, but... Yeah, I don't usually swear, but it's just been so hot.
Let's see. Florida. Meta, you're a Forces fan? Well, everything needs a fan, so good for you.
Hey, Rob, good to see ya. I'll play as Dry Bones.
I think SpongeBob should at least get his license in his dreams.
Ah, man, this is
He
gross.
deserves...
Yeah, I will be playing as Dry Bones. This is disgusting, guys. Why do you choose New York over Athens Dash? Ugh.
Oh. Welcome to New York. This doesn't look like New York, though. It's a lot dirtier.
New York just seems like a
And a
place
lot
you
more
either-
crowded.
New York just seems like a place you either love or you hate.
And you only drive at 5 miles per hour.
Probably be a good idea to bring my golf cart there. Where's the Spanish boy? T&D, you mean? Or Nico?
Yeah, sorry, I can't really help with that.
Oh, you're born in New York and you want to move back? From what I understand, or from what I remember, you're from Carolina. I would rather be in Carolina, either of them, north or south, than New York. It seems a lot more peaceful and quiet. I'm the guy who's scared of Mario and Luigi. Reese seems like he would go to New York, and the people who are dressing up like the mascots, he would probably be scared of them. But Reese, I actually said, where were you before? So if you want to join, come on down. We're playing some Mario Kart and talking about the Direct.
RidersDX, you should really watch Super Mario Logan because sense of Jeffy being a bad boy.
Yeah, when he
That
said
doesn't really
Spanish, I was thinking of like Latino in general, because T&D is from, or he's not from there, but he is Dominican, and Nico is Colombian. But yeah. Yes, you are, Rob. Alright, let's have Reese join, so I'm gonna give him a call. So we'll be right back. I'd love to go to North Carolina. I loved going to South Carolina. I live close to the beach too, Reese. You better join the call soon.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, buddy, are you still alive after what happened yesterday with the Nintendo Direct?
I still am shocked about that. I am still, like, really shocked. Like, I mean, even though I'm known as the Paper Mario guy, I'm still, like, a massive Mario and Luigi fan. Because I'm, like, a fan of the Mario RPGs as a whole. So that just, like, I've been wanting Mario and Luigi to come back for so long. Because, like, it's just been a crazy 5 years. Like, ever since, like, Bowser's Inside Story remake happened, Alpha Dream shut down, everything was just kind of unknown for a while, Paper Mario was in a weird state. It's just so glad that both Paper Mario is back to its former glory, and Mario and Luigi is also back. It's just so amazing to see both of these series back. Like,
And Super Mario RPG. Think about it.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
3 amazing... Well, it could end
well,
up
technically
being bad.
4. Well, technically we have 4 branches of the Mario RPG, since we have Mario plus Rabbids, which is also amazing as well.
Oh, I was
So,
just
I
thinking
feel
of
like-
within the span of a year, but if we start with Sparks of Hope, that's like
Yeah,
a full Mario RPG renaissance within just 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just incredible. Like, and honestly, I feel like Nintendo, like, won't mess up this time, because they're releasing it at a good time when the Switch install base is really high,
Oh,
and
did
the
you hear
games
that
are
they're
still
actually
selling
releasing
really
it
well.
with New Super Mario Bros. 2 Deluxe?
Yeah. But it's just, like, amazing. Like, Mario RPG is already selling pretty well, and I'm sure Thousand Year Door is also gonna do, like, pretty well, too, since, like, it was, like, really popular when it, like, released and everything, and I have, like, over 60 friends on my Switch library who were, or my Switch friends list thing, who were, playing it, so I'm sure it did pretty well. And I'm hoping that the new Mario and Luigi game will do well, too. I'm really curious who the developer of this is. Because I feel like there's
Me
clearly... Because, like, looking back at the trailer, some of the character designs look very similar to Alpha Dream's character designs. Like, did you see the extension core characters, like some of the new villains?
Yeah,
they
like
look a
the
lot
pigs.
like Yeah, and also like the ones the villains that look like Cables a little bit?
Yeah.
Like the one, yeah, they look like Phantasma from Dream Team. Like their eyes, and they also look like the Best Fitness Friends from the Bowser's Inside Story remake. That's a really obscure character, but
All right. So
it was actually added.
it is
But
pretty cool.
it's so I feel like there's probably some like Alpha Dream devs that came back for this, like for whatever studio is working on this.
Now, I will say, before getting into that, Dry Bones Theory was saying, my idea for a selling point for Switch 2 is to have it be dual screens, with the top screen being able to connect on the TV and be like a Wii U, while in handheld it'll be like an HDDS. I don't think they're going to go back to the gamepad gimmick. I feel like with dual screens, they might be able to get away with that, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen again. The thing I don't like about it is that when games... Gorm Power, good to see ya! Alright, time to put you as a moderator. This is my friend. Been a huge fan of the channel, so we're gonna have him on now. He just started a YouTube channel, so go check him out. I'd love a new Punch-Out.
And there are a couple interesting things that I noticed about Mario and Luigi Brothership that I found interesting. They're actually, when I was kind of analyzing the trailer in that one video, I noticed one thing from Partners in Time that's returning.
The
And that's
portal?
like, yeah, well, it's actually a different thing. It's the warp pipe block. And basically, that was for when the babies were separated from the bros, like they were like doing a puzzle or something. Then they can join back together when you use the warp pipe block. So I'm wondering if there's gonna be, and I think they already showed a part in the trailer where Luigi is hitting like a switch with a hammer and Mario was platforming. So I feel like there's gonna be sections where Luigi is gonna go off to another area while Mario's gonna be like in another. So I feel like
Oh,
they're
like they've
basically
done
kind
before?
of great. Yeah, because it's kind of like it kind of showed like a separate screen, so it's gonna be. I guess it's gonna be kind of comparable to how the like the baby mechanic worked from Partners in Time, since they're bringing back the one like warp pipe block.
I am glad that they didn't remake anything. It's a brand new game.
Yeah,
For sure.
When did they make
It's
it?
Although I kind of wish there was like an easy way to just play all the games. So I was kind of hoping for some sort of collection.
Do you still have a
but
3DS?
I'll take the new game. Yes, it's sitting somewhere, someplace.
You
the
can mod
3DS
it.
could actually. If the 3DS could actually play every Mario and Luigi game.
It can. So if you ever need it
And well-
modded and just want to play all the Mario and Luigi, it can even be digitally.
Yeah. Well, technically now every Mario and Luigi game except for Brothership.
Well, good point. So you can play every Mario and Luigi game, being Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, and Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. That's all of them, so you'll be able to play them all.
Yeah,
Those are
so,
really long names.
Yeah.
They have long
Also-
names. Or what was the problem with my idea? I just don't like the idea of dual screens coming back, just based on my taste. Because the problem is, when you try to have the games on future platforms, it's really hard to do. Like, let's say you want to play something like WarioWare Gold on the Switch, it's not as ideal. Or something... It's, like, very dependent on what kind of game it is. Some do benefit from it, but I just feel like most of the time it ends up being a gimmick that can sometimes ruin games.
Yeah, also, I just noticed something. We're 2 days away from from like 1 year since the June 2023 Direct. And I was thinking, like, we got 3 Mario RPG announcements within the span of a year, and then they'll also all be releasing within the span of a year too.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, imagine if exactly 1 year ago today, on June 19th, 2023, like, someone told you, man, I can't wait to play the new Mario and Luigi game, the Thousand Year Door remake, and the Super Mario RPG remake were amazing. Just imagine if someone told you that, like, 1 year ago, and they said they were from 1 year in the future. Just how would you feel? Like, that would just, like... I would have probably had a heart attack. That, like, I couldn't take in all that information, like... I would just... Or I would just say, like, that's a complete stretch. Like, that's absolutely crazy.
I would have literally just said, like, cool story, bro. Like...
Well, also, you tell me that New Super Mario Brothers is dead, and the next 2D Mario game is going to be creative and wonderful!
That just honestly sounds like, you know, one of those people that creates a Twitter account and is like, oh, I want to get famous as a leaker, so what are some things I could, like, pass off as a leak?
It's like they just... It just seems like one just, like, giant, like, unrealistic... Actually, do you know, this Direct seemed like one of those big lists of, unrealistic wishes. Like, that's how this Direct seemed. Like, a 2D Zelda game where you play as Zelda, and you just create, like, or you basically copy objects to place in the world. That, and then, like, a Metroid Prime 4 is the final announcement, a new Mario and Luigi game, like a Mario Party that has 7 boards that are all like the classic ones, with 2 classic ones returning as a part of that. That just, like, it seems like just a big, like, wish list of unrealistic things.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to wait and see, but I think this might even be better than the June 2023 Direct. Mainly because of how Princess Peach Showtime and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD... Well, that one, we probably know how it's turning out, but it is insane.
Yeah. Hey, but another thing we have, another thing that this Direct has over the, last June's Direct is the fact that it had Nintendo Switch Sports! Let's go!
We're getting basketball with this one, guys. Yeah.
It's just, like...
I'm surprised it's still alive.
I immediately thought of you when I saw that announcement on there. I was...
You know who else did?
I was like... Who?
Harmon Smith.
Your everlasting
I was like,
to make that man relevant is something that really baffles me.
I was like,
He's hilarious,
like,
that's why.
When that was revealed, I was like, oh yeah, we needed something to balance out Mario and Luigi. Like, we needed something. Like, a really weird, like,
dude, it's not even bad,
about...
it's just hilarious. Like,
yeah, it's just like, I was thinking, I was like, oh yeah, we have to have something that balances out Mario and Luigi. Like, they have to. But yeah.
It was really funny, I'll give it that. But also, I'm glad that they didn't do Tomodachi Life with the sports mates.
Yeah.
I'm emo forever because I'm so emo.
Also, are you gonna do a video about when it releases, of you playing the basketball update? Because I think that would be pretty funny.
You bet your booty.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm actually working on a video about Switch Sports and whether this means my worst enemy's returning. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
I think it could make some really good TikTok material, if you were ever wondering.
What was that?
You playing that game could make for some good TikTok material.
Too many games. If it releases, then we should all play basketball.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't play sports.
No, we're talking about basketball and Switch sports.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch sports.
I don't play sports.
That had nothing to do with the game! Reese gets it. Do you know what that had nothing to do with the game is referring to? It's referring to good old Cody. Cody Lee! Cody Lee!
Wait, did he actually make a video about the Nintendo Switch Sports update?
Yeah, he does, or he did a reaction to the Direct, and he's like, Pretendo claims that Switch Sports are, the usual.
Favorite Sonic R song? Let's see here.
Oh, it's a tie between Supersonic Racing and Living in the City.
It has to be Living in the City for me.
Also, I think it's funny how like a couple of his newest videos, like even though they're completely different videos, he's in like almost the exact same position in his chair, so the thumbnail looks almost exactly the same. Have you seen? It looks like a copy of the other video.
He doesn't edit his thumbnails. He just lets it generate the thumbnails. But yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm gonna send it to you on Discord because it looks like some of his videos. It looks almost exactly the same, but it's just a coincidence because he's just sitting in the exact same spot. Like it's
What's
really
up,
funny.
Demeech? Play as Peter Griffin. I will. But in the meantime, I'm going to use the Sean. So you guys hang out with the chat, and I'll be right back for the Roy Koopa experience.
Cordell, I'm loving you so much right now. Sonic Riders does have an amazing soundtrack and is also the best racing game to have ever come out. So, let's see. Soshi, can you feel the sunshine? No, not right now. It's like 10 p.m. right now. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. But the new Mario Party game also looks really good as well. I'm glad that it...
I was like, what is Jamboree supposed to be? And then Demeech said it was basically a big party. I was like, I don't know why, but I thought it sounded like a really fancy Italian dish. So I'm like, that's weird. But all right, a big party, that makes sense. I've literally never heard that word.
I've heard of it. Well, I mean, I have heard of it, but like it just seems kind of interesting that it's in the title of a Mario Party game.
It is.
But it's kind of the big title. It's like Super Mario Party Jamboree. It's like a lot to take in. Why not just call it Mario Party Jamboree? That would make a lot more sense.
I don't get the super branding. I mean,
yeah,
really?
it's weird because this game, like a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's gonna be like Super Mario Party again, but not really. It's actually more like the older Mario Party games, like the ones on the GameCube. It's kind of like the ones on the GameCube and Nintendo 64 because the boards are bigger. The gameplay is gonna be like closer to those games, and like it's gonna have a lot of content here, which is like definitely fixing one of the issues that people had with Super Mario Party. So I think it's a bit weird that people are acting like the issues from the original Super Mario Party will also be here. So I don't know.
I don't know, but look, it looks pretty solid to me. I can't say that I'm a Mario Party connoisseur, but it does look like a party, so I'm seated. But Majot says, I've been to Jamboree. I'm sure you have. You know what? I wonder if Nintendo just thinks that like putting super in front of anything will make the game sell more.
Yeah, like Super Paper Mario, because that's the best-selling Paper Mario game.
It's like when they come out with Mario Kart 8 Definitive Deluxe Edition for the Switch successor. That's probably gonna sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's also beautifully poetic how Mario Luigi Brothership is seemingly the last big game for this year, and the best possible way to revive the series that I never thought would happen. I couldn't have said it better myself, Rico.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. A lot of people were saying that Thousand Year Door was going to be like the poetic send-off of the Switch, but now it's going to be another Mario RPG with Mario and Luigi, which I would say is even like kind of bigger of like a like something to kind of end off the Switch era with.
No, that's absolutely like my mouth was like wide open when that came out. I was like, this is the first game of the Direct. I really think this should have been the last game personally, because you know, as awesome as Metroid Prime 4 is, I was low key kind of expecting that. I'm like, they need to talk about this at this point. You know, at least some.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I should say to notify you guys, I'm back.
Oh wow.
Al-
What is
also,
this random voice? I don't recognize it at all.
Reese gets it. Do you know what it's referring to?
Oh, I just I just zoned out for a second.
Well, Bayboy wants to ask, do you think it's possible for a new Wario Land?
At this point, I think anything's possible.
Yeah, like if Mario and Luigi could return, and Thousand Year Door could get a remake, I feel like anything can happen at this point. Also, it's crazy how Mario and Luigi kind of died and was revived while Mario Kart 8 was the most relevant Mario Kart game.
But it sold so well that Mario Kart 9 is gonna cannibalize the sales of it. I hate that we're still playing Mario Kart 8, but at the same time, the DLC did help it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was joking around earlier that like, oh, when the Switch successor gets announced, one of the launch titles will be Super Mario Kart 8 Definitive Deluxe Edition. Because if you put Super in front of it, then it'll sell more, according to Nintendo.
Super Mario
Yeah,
Party.
also speaking of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think it's a missed opportunity. Well, Nintendo never would have done this, but it would have been funny
Hold up,
if they
hold
called
up,
the
hold up,
Donkey.
hold up, hold
if-
up, hold up. Is it Donkey Kong Country Returns?
Yes. Actually, technically, it would be Donkey Kong Country Returns, since there's also Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. So, and it has the 3DS content in it. So technically, Donkey Kong Country Returns would be the most accurate title for it.
I was just talking about that because I filmed a discussion review of the Direct with Aqua Twist, and we were talking about that. And I said that, what if they called it Donkey Kong Country Returns? And I said yet again, I think it would have been a good idea to name Luigi's Mansion 3 Luigi's Mansion Darker Moon. So that's why Nintendo doesn't have me making titles for their games.
Yeah. Speaking of titles of games, I was talking about this with like RidersDX just a little bit, but Super Mario Party Jamboree, that's a weird title, I would say, because a lot of people are assuming that it will have the same issues that Super Mario Party had, but it really seems to be building off of Mario Party Superstars more with the board design and is actually doing like Nintendo 64 or GameCube style boards, like with the new ones now, and like it actually seems to be more in line with the older games while not really having the issues that Super Mario Party had. But I see some people like saying that, this is just gonna be like Super Mario Party again. I just want another one like the older games. But this actually is gonna be like the older games. So I think it's kind of like a little bit misleading that like Super Mario Party is there, and I feel like that's throwing off some people. Even though it kind of makes sense why Nintendo would call it that.
I mean, it does make sense. I feel like Super Mario Party just might be the title that they have for new Mario Parties going forward, but do you know what a jamboree is? Because it seems to be like a rather obscure term.
Yeah, like I've heard it's like a really big kind of party or like kind of like that.
Oh, you know what? It sounds like the hat that Squidward wears to attract the sea bear.
A sombrero?
No, he's wearing a jamboree. He's wearing a big party.
Yeah, he also...
Yeah,
let's see, was it... Yeah, no, cube slice is fine.
it should have
A jamboree with cube cheese.
It should have just been called Mario Party Jamboree. Yeah, I do feel like that would have been like, because Mario Party is already recognizable. Superstars already sold pretty well without the Super Mario Party naming scheme. So I think Mario Party Jamboree still would have worked.
Imagine if it was called Super Mario Party Superstars. That's probably why they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, maybe they just are sticking to the Super Mario Party name now.
Were you guys
they
ever
couldn't
in
do
Boy
that
Scouts growing up, or no?
Oh no.
I was in Cub Scouts, but like only in Boy Scouts for like a very brief period of time, just a little bit.
Because my boss was in it growing up, and he was telling it, or like, he had to take off for a jamboree, so I think that it's associated with like a huge gathering and stuff, so that's what I think it's referring to.
Also, I think it's worth mentioning, like, with the fact that this is going to be, like, a huge game, I think that's pretty interesting. It's kind of addressing our criticism of both Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars lacking content, because this seems to be, like, jam-packed with content here, like 110 minigames, 7 boards. It actually has a good amount of boards this time. It took them so long, but there's actually a good amount of boards in an ND Cube Mario Party game. That is actually really exciting.
Yeah,
and
but
then
yet
also,
again,
like,
does it have basketball?
I don't know. I guess that's the deciding factor then. But it does have over 20 characters, which I think is a pretty good... The only thing I'm a little disappointed about is the fact that they're, like, not really doing too many, like, interesting new picks. Like, no Pauline, I know this is, like, wishful thinking, but, like, no RPG or Wonder characters.
That'd be
Those would have
nice.
been really
Oh, I see Helga
But-
now.
But it would have been really cool to, like, promote Wonder or, like, Mario and Luigi Brothership or Thousand Year Door by having, like, a few characters from those games in it, but I guess, like, that's a little too unrealistic. But Ninji is a really cool new playable character, because I like Ninjas. So I'm glad they're at least adding Ninji as a new playable character. And Goomba is returning as well. I thought it was hilarious to play as a Goomba in Super Mario Party. So I'm glad they're going to have, like, a playable Goomba again.
Wasn't Ninja also in that shite Mario Golf game?
Yeah. My guilty pleasure.
Right.
Wait, Super Mario Party Jamboree has a pancake minigame? Oh, automatically best game of the year?
RidersDX loves pancakes. Oh, no wonder you wanted to get the place with free breakfast.
I know.
You know, ever since Sonic did that IHOP collaboration, I've just had a really big appreciation for pancakes.
Also,
I'm more of a waffle guy.
I just noticed something, like, really random about this track that I never thought about before with Moonview Highway. Because I'm not playing the game right now, I'm watching your stream. I think it's, I just noticed that, like, the cars drive on the left side of the road here.
It's in Japan,
Which,
that's why.
Yeah, that's what, it kind of makes sense, yeah. But I never really thought about that before, I'm just like, I was just kind of noticing it now when I was watching it, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
There's only one right way to drive, and it's on the right.
So does that? I guess that kind of confirms that they drive on the left side of the road in the Mario universe, or at least the Mushroom Kingdom.
Riders, I'll say this once and I'll say it again. I think Reese is the nerdiest out of all of us.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we're not talking about Taylor Swift, so you really have not seen, like, the peak of my nerdiness.
Dish.
But you know what?
What's-
I don't need to be the nerdiest person in the room. I'm good.
If they had cars in Rogueport, which side of the road do you think they'd drive on?
Oh, that's easy. They drive on the right side because it's in New York.
They would just drive wherever
Yeah.
the person is standing.
Alright, I'm gonna play as...
Well, actually, I think in Rogueport they just drive wherever they want because they don't care. There's
It's
just like,
probably lawless there.
yeah.
It's probably anarchy.
I mean, there's no city hall as far as I can tell, so this doesn't seem like there's any government.
Well,
in Rogueport.
except for the side that's like ruled by the mafia. So I guess like
Yeah, but it has two opposing forces. They got the Pianta Syndicate, and they also got Gus's squad.
yeah. I guess it would be a little more anarchy on the east side of Rogueport where you have to get past Gus and there's like a little more going on. And then that's also the place where you get robbed by the bandit. So
Thank you, RidersDX, for linking in the description.
And also, I want to say to Nick, and what about it?
It's not nerdiness, it's paranormal obsession. Some guy who clearly loves pancakes.
You know what?
Oh, RidersDX.
I'll be the buff beach guy for once. I don't need to be the nerdiest guy.
Oh,
I feel like-
RidersDX.
No, I just feel like out of the group. Yeah, RidersDX, you can be the buff beach nerd, I'd be the edgelord, and Reese could be the nerd.
Wait, why do I still have to be a nerd?
You don't have to be a nerd. I said you could be the buff beach guy. I could
No,
be
you
the
said buff
edgelord.
beach nerd. I'm like,
No, I said guy.
Also, I was gonna ask RidersDX, have you seen my Mario and Luigi reaction?
I'm actually afraid to watch it.
You gotta check it out. You know what?
You
I will
need
be
to watch
honest
it.
with you. I was afraid to watch it
because
too.
I saw like a snippet of it on Twitter, and I'm like, this looks so intense. So I'm like,
All I'll say,
there's a
Reese,
lo-
is I did not know your voice could get that high.
yeah.
Well, it usually can't. I feel like I just kind of like it just kind of happened, like because my voice hurt for like a whole day after that.
Has anybody ever
so-
told you that you have the deepest voice they've ever heard?
Yes, I actually see a lot of people telling me that. But the thing is, I think I do have like well, I can't normally like talk high, but I guess like just my overall voice range is actually like pretty like big since I used to sing like when I was a little younger.
You got a great
um,
voice. I will say that, and to be honest, I'm kind of jealous.
And, yeah, I actually got like voice training like a while. Well, when I was like doing singing, like this was like in middle school and high school when I did this. So, but also I wanted to read some of the meme. People have made memes about the my reaction to it, like how people did. Do you know Super Mario T's reaction, the 1,000-Year Door?
Yours is a sequel.
Yeah, mine is kind of like the sequel to that. Honestly, the reason why this was more intense than my 1,000-Year Door reaction was because, like, I don't, like, because with 1,000-Year Door, I had a roommate at the time, and I didn't want to get too insane. So, now I was able to go all out. So,
I mean, I totally get how you feel.
yeah. But, I would have gone that hard, like, on my 1,000-Year Door reaction if, I didn't have a roommate in the room at the time, but, if someone took a clip of, like, Luigi getting chased by bees, and my reaction, my screaming, matched up, like, exactly with Luigi. So, and then they said, the voice acting for Luigi is a little over the top in this trailer, I think. I'm gonna send it in the Discord chat, it's really funny. Yeah, I sent it on here. Let me see. I'm gonna find some.
Bay Boy is saying you need help. Are you talking to yourself, Bay Boy?
I'm gonna see some of the other ones here.
You know,
Sephiroth. I was gonna say Sephiroth after watching Mario and Luigi come back from the death. Have you seen that meme with Mario and Luigi versus Sephiroth?
I did see the brothership thing, yeah.
Yeah, and then also let me see.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder, I gotta say, is just such a great game.
Here's another one. Me when I owe Mario and Luigi money and they catch me lacking at a Denny's.
Did you guys see that clip of that guy that passed out a Nintendo store?
I didn't see that.
Prime 4 was announced.
I need to check it out, but I was gonna say earlier during the stream, are there any game series where you just think of a certain someone whenever you hear the name of it? Like Paper Mario, Reese, licensed games, and Sonic, RidersDX. Who do you think I
Nintendo
think
Switch
of?
Sports, the meat.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'd
I
love
think
to
of
be compared-
Nintendo Switch Sports.
No, well,
Well, I think
Cody
if
thought
you-
of me while Switch Sports basketball was announced, but guess who I think of when I hear Metroid Prime?
He was right.
He was right.
I also think of
Oh.
I also think of Arlo as well, but mainly Jeff Grubb. Actually, Arlo is more Pikmin, I would say. I think of Arlo like, well, both Pikmin and Metroid Prime. Also Thousand Year Door, but
Yeah.
like that's also me as well. But
And Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix Yoshi or Soshi the
You know,
Yoshi.
I'll take SpongeBob. I think SpongeBob is a perfectly good choice.
When I saw Looney
Also,
Tunes, the first thing I thought of was you, RidersDX.
I get that game is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in like years. I am so disappointed by it. I'm like, we finally get a Looney Tunes game, and it looks like Paper Mario if you crumpled up all the paper.
I thought it just looked like Dookie.
also, I was gonna say, there was another reply to my reaction. It said, "It's so funny watching these reactions when you remove the context of the Mario and Luigi RPG series. It just looks like he's freaking out over seeing Mario and Luigi on the screen." Let me see.
That is funny thinking about that. Nice to
Yeah.
see you, Gorn Power. Have a great night.
Someone
The word-
said watching this at full volume is probably a torture method in another country.
Alright, I think we finna do 4 more rounds, guys. So after this,
You know, I'm glad that there's some people in there looking forward to the Looney Tunes game. I wish I could look forward to it because I'm like, I would love to see Looney Tunes get more games regularly, but that game does not look like it to me. And when I found out Game Mill Entertainment's making it, it's like, of course.
oh, you're
course
going to
it's
Super Nintendo World, Jude? Well, I hope you have a fun time.
going
I-
tonight.
Oh, tomorrow. I gotta say, the others you're streaming with can actually see my messages, so hello to you guys as all. Well, that is my friend Dylan. He says hello to you guys too.
Hello, Demetrius' friend Dylan.
Reese's Reese's reaction is when my sister sees a spider. That's how it is. I mean,
Actually, you should play my reaction at the end of the stream. For the people who haven't watched it, I think it would be really funny.
I'm gonna try to pull.
And
it
also,
up.
so RidersDX can also watch it as well.
I don't know if I'm in the mindset for it right now.
It's on YouTube, isn't
Just-
it? Yeah, it is.
I know.
Yeah.
You just you
Yeah.
posted it as a standalone video. So yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah. So some people have made a few edits of it. It's funny, like, when I was saying it's Mario and Luigi, they just put like the stock images of Mario and Luigi just appear on the screen. It's pretty funny.
Have you ever seen a reaction to a Mario and Luigi video where the guy goes insane? I have. Me too!
Someone also said dude is unleashing his inner Tom and Jerry screams.
That's an iconic scream.
My battery's low because I
want
put
them-
LEDs into this controller.
When I die, I want them to play Tom's Scream at my funeral.
I wonder if I would be there. Probably not.
You know,
Shall we-
once the casket comes out, just have Tom's Scream on loop.
All you need at a funeral is a diva director that snaps at the other employees. Like this.
People made like a few Mario and Luigi versus Sephiroth memes with my reaction. It's pretty funny. It's like some of them are like Sephiroth when he sees Mario and Luigi
Oh,
and
they're
stuff like
referring to
that.
Sephiroth's reveal in Smash?
No, the meme where it's like there was like a power scaling thing, like Mario and Luigi versus Sephiroth, and people made like a bunch of edits about like Mario and Luigi, like with them like fighting and like in the style of those games, like against Sephiroth, and just like absolutely like annihilating him.
All right.
What if we get a Boots game? Well, I'm sure Dimitri would be the first one to review it.
Of course. Have you ever wanted a Boots game? I have. Me too.
What the hell would a Boots game consist of?
Him just growing up and, well, do you know the thing with chimps, monkeys, and primates where when they grow up they become aggressive?
You know, they could turn vaping into a QuickTime event minigame.
Boots would be vaping?
I don't know. I'm assuming this is an adult Boots game.
Yeah, that's the one we're referring to. Have you ever been in a video game? I have. Me too!
I think it's gonna be funny once those Mario and Luigi reaction compilation videos drop on those channels. Cause like recently they've been adding some of my reaction to them, like on them, like the 1,000-Year Door one and the Super Mario RPG one. It's gonna be fun since mine kind of blew up. I think it's gonna appear in a lot of those. Like it's gonna be funny. There's gonna be like a bunch of people who are gonna be like, "Oh, cool, Mario and Luigi," and then there's me who's gonna be like, "Ah."
I did see the Robot Chicken skit. That's what I was referring to. Oh, hello, Boots. No, but seriously, it's not a good idea to have a primate as a pet. Have you guys ever considered having a gorilla or a chimp as a pet?
No, especially after that one, like, I heard about that one
Travis?
story with the, yeah.
RidersDX, have you ever considered it?
I considered a hedgehog.
Oh, hedgehogs are fun. But I'm talking about like primates, like a chimpanzee or a gorilla.
Why would I do that? Most of them are kind of ugly, to be honest.
No, I was at Animal Kingdom at Disney and I asked the lady working there, "Oh, could you have a gorilla as a pet? They seem very docile." And T&D sent me a message saying, "What are you, the man in the effing yellow hat?"
You know, sometimes I wonder if, like, you could have a bear as a pet. Although, the bear would eventually grow to be 2 times your size, so maybe not.
What kind of bear are we talking about? It's a question.
Well, I'm talking about the general, like, black bear, I guess. The ones that, like, go into the backyards a lot.
You could if you're a Russian. You gotta have a name like Dimitri. Wait, you have a pet hedgehog? Oh, it's just a plush.
I also have an echidna.
Russians are just built different. I mean, I got the name of a Russian, but I'm Greek. Guess what my name is, guys? RidersDX knows it.
If you told me, I totally forgot about it.
I remembered your name.
Well, in your defense, I just sent you my email confirmation for the hotel, which has my name on it, so...
I would have remembered regardless.
Sure you do.
RidersDX, do you know my, well, I know Demitch, like, you sometimes call me my, real name, but, RidersDX, do you know my, my real name?
No, I only know Reese, you know, which I just think of Reese's Puffs every time I say her name, so...
It's not what you'd
but
expect.
I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you, but Reese actually isn't my real name. It's it's Alex.
Yeah,
Well, Alexander. Alexander,
was
but Alex for
expecting that.
short.
Do you prefer me to call you Alex or Reese? Because when we're at too many games, what do I call you? Because I asked RidersDX, what do I call him?
I mean, maybe. Honestly, usually people just call me Alex in person, but like when we're doing a video, just call me Reese.
Yeah.
But you can just call me Alex if you want. That's fine. There's actually a few. There's actually some people on my Discord server that call me Alex.
I just think Riders is just such a cool name, so I don't mind it when
Actually-
people call me Riders in real life.
Your real name's
Actually,
cool, too.
Jack Attack Gaming, didn't you know I thought you knew my name was Alex. I thought you've called me it before, or it was either you or like, it was either you or Armani. I forgot who it was who called me Alex before.
Oh,
But,
Jack, my
yeah.
real name is.
Yeah, it was you. But Armani should also know that my name's also Alex as well.
But go on, Riders. What were you saying?
My real name is Taylor Swift. To answer Jack Attack's question.
His name's actually Taylor. That's what makes it funny.
Alright, it's not, but I am very highly considering a name change. How much does it cost for a name change legally?
I don't know.
That would be basically the equivalent of my name being trying to think of some Paper or Paper Mario. Just like I legally changed my name to Paper Mario.
People have a hard time with pronouns already in their workplace. Imagine having to call someone Paper.
Or, you know, the thing is, Reese, when you play Mario Kart 8, like during a stream, do you ever just choose the DLC tracks regardless of how crappy they are?
Yeah, because I just because we've played like the original tracks like so many times, I just want to play something fresh, like regardless of like its quality. I mean, I would say
it can't be. Your name's Jack.
though. I would say most of the like at this point, because like a lot of the waves were good. I would say like the majority of the DLC tracks are good. There's just like a few stinkers in there.
Well, it was mostly with Wave 1. But remember...
Yeah.
Do you remember the grass tweet?
Yeah. Like the Guess Who Has Happier Lives one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that person who tweeted about the quality of the grass was probably smoking grass, too.
The Pokemon Legend Zaza.
Oh, that was clever. I was gonna say something, but I was just like... I was trying to think of a joke, but when you mentioned the Zaza thing, you just already beat it by mentioning... It's so funny that that stupid game we just call Pokemon Legends Zaza. Like, we don't care about the actual name of it.
I am never calling it ZA. I am never calling it ZA. I'm always calling it Pokemon Legends Zaza ever since we thought of that joke.
There was this YouTuber I used to watch when I was really young, and his catchphrase was literally just za za za, za za za.
Who was it? I've never heard of him. But...
I'll send you the video because it's actually he's like one of my favorite older YouTubers. He would make like the most like insane parodies of like Nicki Minaj songs. They were absolutely insane.
Was it CS88 or no?
No, it was someone. It was called Timmy Found Down the Whale. The Well. That was his name.
No,
I just thought. I thought of a really funny idea for like if you're ever gonna do like merch at some point. I thought of a funny idea of something. Basically a T-shirt of you like just like well, like not your pet human, but you like just completely baked and holding a joint. And it says, keep calm and Zaza on.
I think that'd be hilarious, but also I'm not pro-weed, so probably wouldn't happen.
No, but I mean, I was kind of joking. But you should do that as a meme. That would be really funny. When Pokemon Legend Zaza comes out.
Plan Z! Oh, Plan Z? Oh, it's lemon-scented. Pokemon... Mrs. Puff smokes that Zaza. I be the Puff... I smoking Zaza on the reef because I puff hard. Say F. Eugene. Globe released a new song, and writers just kind of assumed what it would be like.
Wait, what?
The Glorb song. So we'll do two more tracks, and you better choose Koopa Cape.
After that, then show my reaction. I I need RidersDX to see it.
Do. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna pull up the reaction while we wait for the track. Reese's Puffs, peanut butter salsa flavor. Did you hear that?
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, your intro. I'm just laughing at RidersDX with... Oh, good game. Evan Tetro, I was going to say. Thank you for the donation, and I remember you had the disc... Oh, my battery depleted on this controller. So I just got to turn off the LEDs, but... Yeah, just message me on Instagram. Oh, damn. Well, maybe it works.
That's like the worst.
I turned off the LEDs.
That's the worst time for your controller to, like, deplete. Like, just, like, right before you start.
Shite. I think I should just choose my non-LED Pro controller. I think I'm gonna lose regardless, but oh well.
You know, 12 is a nice number. Not as good as 13, but still a nice number.
Or not as good as 22.
22.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. What I did when I was 22
even...
is I ranted about Switch Sports.
What was I doing when I was 22? I was just miserable in college. Memorizing side effects of 10,000 meds.
What's worse, the blue shell or lightning? Probably lightning, because it affects everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think there's any hope with my controller dying.
Yeah.
Oh, wait! What? There is? Eighth place. Still bad, but not the worst.
Jack Attack, I can't tell if you're intentionally trying to piss me off. 1987? It's 1989. Get it right.
Alright, so for our final round, I think choosing Wario Stadium's a good idea.
My favorite capitalist.
I don't even know what that is.
I mean, it's just Zazaza.
Pokemon Legend Zaza.
Zazaza. Zazaza.
Makes sense. A 4D DS would have to have, like, the ability to smell what's going on.
You know, I feel like Nintendo might explore VR a little bit more in the next console.
I think when the technology becomes accessible enough, they will.
Maybe they'll have a very cheap version of it, but that's like super accessible.
What, like they'd make it out of cardboard?
I don't know. I don't feel like that was that accessible, because who wants to put together the cardboard?
Someone who's crafty?
Oh, you and I have discussed, as you know very well, I hate crafts. My hands are there to sit and look pretty.
Reese, I was gonna say, are you crafty at all?
A little bit.
Like, are you an artiste?
I would say just a little bit, but not that much. Like, I do like like I do like pixel art sometimes. Like, I've done some like Paper Mario style pixel. Have you seen the Smiling Friends one that I did?
I did. That was great. It looked exactly out of the game. How is my Charlie
Yeah.
impression though? Alright guys, I'm playing as Lemmy Koopa, and it's just like, he can't smile because he's the weakest boss in Mario games usually. He just has a ball. He doesn't get to shoot any of the funny things, but if we can make him smile, my job will be easier.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, it sounds like an asshole, so you must be doing a good job.
He's not though! He's very nice. Charlie's nice.
Oh, then you're... well,
Yeah, especially in season 2.
We watched the Mr. Frog episode, didn't we?
Yeah, also, we need to watch another episode. Do you want to watch another episode today?
I have to make some dinner because I haven't eaten since like 4 o'clock, but definitely tomorrow.
we're
Okay.
in the same time zone, aren't we?
We are, but unlike you, I'm clinically insane. You're normal.
Oh, I'm not normal.
You know what?
I
I'll do another race just to save my dignity.
Ironically, you like Color Splash? Listen, listen, listen. The hammer does the crafting for me.
We finna do Realm Avanti with this one. And we'll play as Gold Mario for the final round.
You know what I really want to do one day? Pancakes at midnight.
Do you want to do that during too many games?
Is there any good pancake? I guess there probably is a pancake place somewhere, but I don't know if there's any open till midnight.
Probably a Denny's or something like a Perkins.
Maybe like a diner.
Yeah, we could go there and we could discuss plans for our YouTube channel.
Yeah, at midnight, chowing down on pancakes. Oh, that is so aesthetically pleasing.
We need to go to the Perky. That one place that I found.
Give me next Nintendo Direct now. Yeah, sure. I'm sure Nintendo can pull another one right out of there. You know what? Right now. You know, they have a bunch of games that they didn't talk about. They didn't talk about Sonic and Shadow Generations. They didn't talk about Epic Mickey Rebrush. They didn't talk about the Tales of Eras Tour Switch adaptation. They didn't talk about... Well,
Switch
that's all they really need
Sports
to talk about. They didn't talk about the future Nintendo Switch Sports Chains and Whips update.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
They didn't talk about the
Also-
Banjo-Kazooie remake.
They didn't talk about Paper Mario: The 2000 Year Door.
They didn't talk about Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Remastered.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. They really should have done that instead.
You know what? We still need the Mario typing game.
Mario
The
teaches
Mario
typing. Or Hotel Mario. Little Club Koopa. You know what they say, all toast is toast toast.
And of course, they haven't announced the Wario movie yet.
I feel like that would be like NC-17 rated. 200cc with the golden mushrooms, like nearly impossible. I will say if the next track's Rainbow Road, we'll continue, but if not, this will be the final one.
Also, are you gonna show the reaction at the end? I think that would be pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, we do need Tomodachi Life too. I'm not saying it because I want it. I'm saying because literally everyone on this planet I feel like wants that.
You know what? Let's do Animal Crossing and end it off there.
Ooh, which game's announcement delighted you guys the most? Super Mario RPG remake, Thousand Year Door remake, or Mario and Luigi Brothership? Definitely Thousand Year Door remake.
I
But
would say a tie between Thousand Year Door and Mario and Luigi Brothership. I would say like that. Even though Thousand Year Door is my favorite game of all time, the fact that a new Mario and Luigi
No,
game
it can't
happened
be.
is just crazy. So let me see.
Dimitri is none of the above.
My favorite probably would have to be Mario and Luigi Brothership, although I love Thousand Year Door too.
Oh, what track is this?
Yoshi's Circuit.
Oh, I'm sure she would appreciate that.
I hope Mario and Luigi being 3D means they'll use it. I hope so too, but it just seems like Nintendo just has the characters outside of RPGs and stuff. It's like weird.
There's basically doesn't happen. Like imagine if they added like Vivian into Mario Party.
If they added Vivian in a Mario Party and she had a full 3D model, pretty sure
That would be amazing.
you'd have
I
an
can't
aneurysm.
imagine what it would look like though.
Yeah.
I know what a Vivian 3D model would look like.
Oh.
Would you guys get a Vivian amiibo?
Yes, I would buy the entire stock.
I don't own a single amiibo, so no.
Oh shit.
I think the only way I could get an amiibo is if they came out with like a Sonic one or a SpongeBob one.
Or a Taylor Swift one.
Oh, you know what? Day one purchase. Day one purchase. Ooh, a sushi figure. That looked pretty cool. Paper Mario himself is more likely to show up in Mario Kart than a 3D paper character. Yeah, at least put in Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario would make a really good like Smash character actually.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if he like utilized like the partners in his moveset and did like the different like abilities and things. I think that would be really cool.
Vivian
Yeah,
better be
imagine
playable.
like imagine if for like his saving mood, his recovery mood, like Parakarry would come up and just like fly him back to the stage or something. You know?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. Demitch, what's your favorite fried chicken restaurant?
That's a good question. Definitely not Joella's Hot Chicken.
Sean Kim, you're only just getting your first Switch games? You sure chose a great time to do that, I guess.
Alright, I think we'll do one more round, and then after that, it's off to seeing Reese's reaction.
2 hours later. Alright, I think we're gonna do one more round.
You better do an impression of me when you're saying that.
Yeah.
I can't do your voice. It's
Too.
I legitimately cannot figure out how to do it.
I made something pretty funny. I'm gonna send it in the Discord chat. You can show it on the stream if you want.
Alright. I think for our final round, we'll play as a character that deserved to be in Mario Kart more than anyone.
Paper Mario is just a hotter version of the real Mario. We've been known.
Oh, if Athens Dash is the final track, that'd be just perfect.
If you remember what we were talking about earlier, you probably have an idea of what I just made. RidersDX, do you see what I sent in the chat? On Discord.
You know, Demitch looks really good as a bobblehead. You should consider changing your avatar.
I gotta check this out.
You know, actually, though, I feel like
I made your
feel like
body.
the
I made your
bobblehead-
body. I made your body like purposefully comedically small on here.
What did you make this in? Microsoft Paint?
It does look
Yes.
like Microsoft Paint.
Yes.
Is this a sunshine level?
RidersDX,
No,
if
that's-
you hate
It's
sunshine,
Daisy Cruiser.
if you hate sunshine, I want nothing to do with you. I'm just gonna be sad and emo if you hate sunshine, because sunshine's one of the best games I've ever played.
I don't know what kind of like magical spell Mario's put you under, but absolutely not.
It's better than 64.
Some-
Even
Yeah, I
Reese
think
can
you've
agree
been
with
drinking.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like 64. I don't like sunshine.
that. What we're gonna say, Riders?
Oh, that's why I said I actually like 64. I don't like sunshine.
It's kind of the opposite for me, because I think 64 I respected, but I like sunshine way more.
I feel like 64 has some similar control issues I have with sunshine, but it's more tolerable to me. If it makes sense.
Well, Sunshine also has the theme of the tropical vacation, which I like a lot more. It's way more interesting than just, ooh, Mushroom Kingdom.
You know, I will give Sunshine a full playthrough one day. You know, I just got like maybe 5 more Hannah Montana games to go through. I got a couple of Looney Tunes games here.
Of course, this lad's gonna go through Hannah Montana games before playing Peak.
Hannah Montana is peak. I think there's this one game where it will teach me to hold down, throw down dance. I'm really looking forward to that.
Alright. So we could continue this stream for like 2 more hours, but I feel like this is where it's gonna wrap up, so... Any
Yeah.
ideas for the
Did you see
Nintendo
the-
Direct?
The only complaint is no Sonic.
Did you see the thing that I sent you on Discord?
I did.
The beach.
So we're gonna exit out of the Mario Kart tournament. We're gonna save this.
Alexis Texas. I love that name.
Don't say that. It's actually referring to something else.
Oh, I don't know what it's referring to, so I can claim innocence. '64 and Sunshine are both too jank for me. Thank you. Someone finally understands.
Let's just say this is something that came out of Reese's imagination. And you know what? I'm actually quite proud of him. Take a guess what it's going to be.
Also, you need to show the reaction to.
Of course. Keep calm and Zaza on.
That idea just popped into my head when we were talking about Pokemon Legends Zaza.
I... This is really funny.
I based it off of that one Mario meme from like that Mario 64 one meme from a while ago.
It's hilarious. But anyways, to end off the stream, we'll be watching Reese's reaction to Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.
Oh gosh. Alright.
Or actually, it's not Paper Mario, it's Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Mario and Luigi.
Goodbye, Zaza Demich. But yeah, let's check it out. Oh, this one has low battery too? Oh well, the stream's about to end.
Man, your Switch just wants to go on strike. It's like...
We're going on a strike! We're going on a strike! I still don't know what strike means, but we're going on a strike! We're going on a strike!
Oh, Demetrius, can you also share it on Discord so we can watch RidersDX can see it like at the same time?
Yeah,
I could
sure.
just pull it.
Alright,
Well,
it's
yeah,
starting
whatever
now.
you want to do.
Community, they're always approachable. They have a great radio show where they put out information. And
No, we don't need to watch the
I
ad.
was like...
So I felt
I was like, that looks almost like a follow up.
Or wait,
to
I
the
can't
Guardians
skip it for some
commercial.
reason.
Oh, can you share it on Discord too? Like the thing
Yeah.
that I did with Smiling Chris.
Pizza.
Why isn't it working? Here, let me just fix that.
I need pizza.
Okay, now it's working.
I need.
Or let me just try to get it to work. Can you see it, Reese?
Wait, let me see. On Discord, no.
Oh, wait, let me just fix this. Because it doesn't see any... Okay, let me just do the window capture.
Yeah, you could share your screen and then
Oh my.
just you don't have to show it on the like just go on Discord and like do a separate thing and share your screen with us on here.
You guys,
I'm doing
if
it
it
now.
wasn't for ads, we would never have gotten a Guardians commercial. So stop complaining about ads.
Or wait, it's still not working.
Huh.
The stupid ads are just staying up there. Reese, I don't know if I'm able to get it. Like,
Technical
technical
challenges.
difficulties.
Now,
Yeah,
you know,
oh wait, I just noticed something. If you have the stream open, actually, if you do window capture, it will pause that window when you're looking at OBS. So I think you need basically you have to have OBS either like as a window over it or minimized when you're doing it. I think that's
Alright,
what you
we'll
have
check
to
it
do.
out. Oh, there we go. It should work now.
Okay.
alright.
Yeah, this is pretty funny. Yeah, it should be working on there.
I love that Pioro is just in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Reese.
The screen-
It sounds like an exorcism.
The screaming syncs up with Luigi.
I literally feel like I'm watching like. Oh my god!
I like how it was screaming out. It looks creative.
It looks creative. That just shows how bad the modern Paper Mario games were.
Yeah.
It sounds like Jack, you are too bad for that comment.
Oh, it disappeared.
Oh, it's gone?
You know that the sound
Yeah,
is all you
well-
really need, honestly.
Oh, now I can see it again.
It does look perfect.
They actually made it look creative and interesting. I love the new original characters too. This is amazing. I love those characters. Oh my gosh, this is like it's like on
Whoa.
the level of like
Reese doesn't sound like Andre anymore.
amazing.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Mario Luigi. Let's see. Brothership. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. November. Oh my gosh. This is the best direct ever. Tied with Thousand Year Door. Tied with Thousand Year Door.
I love that you just needed to clarify that.
You can't just start with
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Is this the best direct ever? I'm trying to think. Were there any really good ones before?
I would say, honestly, I would say this was better than June 2023.
Mario RPG.
It's hard to choose between the two.
Good. Oh my gosh.
Like it's just crazy how like just Mario Luigi as the cold open. It's like
Oh my gosh, we're getting a new.
usually you would expect something like Fire Emblem to be like the opening announcement, but or Pokemon DLC, but no.
I gotta say, you have some decent pipes on you.
Yeah, definitely good for singing.
You know,
Yeah.
like, oh my god. I mean, you should sign up to like be the new front person of like, I don't know, Aerosmith or something.
Alright, well, yeah. I gotta say, this has been a great stream, and Reese's reaction was great. But let's check out the standings and see what
Oh.
they are.
Nick2751 said Reese should take Kevin's place for screaming. Cause it synced up with Luigi for a second on there, like
It's always fun whenever. Oh! Demeech, it's bedtime. Go to sleep now. That means I have to go to sleep because the bit block is saying that I need to go to sleep. Alright, Joshy. Because you said I need to go to sleep. I won't do it for any other YouTuber, but I'll do it for you. But the.
oh, by the way, go back a couple minutes in the stream to see my reaction to Mario and Luigi. It's crazy.
First
Because the
winner
beach played it on here.
is AIDS, followed by Soshi, Big Ant Court R, Meta 13J, Demeech, Nick G. William, Kev MK89, Logan, Professor Koopa, William, Jack Attack, Braden, Joel, Reese, Glubby, Court R, Steven, Aquatwist. Oh, Aquatwist was here. That's really cool. Boscus Man,
Nice.
Evan Tetro, Novice, and Jude. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and keep calm and dada on. I need to go to sleep now because Joshy said so, so that means, you know what? If I can't get on a good sleep schedule, then Joshy could inspire me. Peace.
Stay perky.
Keep